Should you rush Internaut level 50 and unlock Legendary Proxy? To answer this question, we have to look at all the new things you unlock at level 50. The drop rate increases, a comparison between a level 50 and a level 60 character's stats, W engines, bamboos, and the results in Shiyu defense after maxing a character. After you see the results, you can decide for yourself if it's worth it or not. First, let's have a look at the stat increases. I took my Julian from level 50 to level 60, and it costs 20 certification seals and 400,000 dennies, which is quite expensive. My Julian had 2783 attack, and after the promotions and levels, her attack increased to 3031, which is a pretty good increase. Next I leveled up her W engine, which I am using the Starlight engine, and her attack increased from 3031 to 3266. So we went from 2783 attack to 3266, which is not bad at all. For bamboos, taking them from level 50 to 60, you will see an insane increase in their attack, which was the same thing for level 40 to level 50. My resin boo went from 4094 attack to 8057 attack. It really does a big difference for them, and it is cheaper than to build a character, thankfully. Now, I am not saying you should prioritize them over a character, but just be aware that they do gain a lot of attack for just 10 levels, so definitely don't sleep on them. Alright, so let's see the difference in Shiyu defense after I have maxed my Julian's levels, W engine, upgraded one of her core skills and one of her skills, and also my resin boo. Just be aware Julian isn't maxed out completely when it comes to her skills, but we should be able to see a good difference here hopefully. Previously, it took my Julian's team 2 minutes 54 seconds when she was level 50 to complete Shiyu defense 14. Let's see how it goes this time with a high level Julian. Alright, so it took me only 1 minute and 46 seconds with Julian and resin boo at level 60, which is quite fast. That is a pretty good difference actually, and you can definitely see a huge improvement if you compare it with a level 50 DPS and bamboo. But let's talk about the cost. The requirements for max leveling characters, W engines and bamboos can be very expensive. It costs a lot of dennies, battery charge and materials to max level something. Especially your characters if you count in their skills too. Just look at the amount of dennies you have to spend to max level 1 skill, and there is 5 skills in total per character, not counting in the core skills. So my advice is definitely not rush Internaut level 50 unless you really want to be up there and can afford it. But it is way too expensive in my opinion, and once you get to Internaut level 50, it only starts from there. It will take a lot of time to max everything after Internaut level 50, and even if you pre-farmed a bit, it will still cost an insane amount of dennies and materials just to max one character. I honestly think you shouldn't worry too much about rushing Internaut level 50. You will still get everything maxed out eventually. Just have fun and do what you want to, which is the most important thing in a game. My advice is to focus on your DPS characters first when you do hit Internaut level 50 though, because it really helps them the most. When I reached Internaut level 50, the first thing I did was I looked everywhere around the city to see if I can find any hidden quests or anything newly unlocked. I went through all the maps and it turns out there was nothing new at all for level 50, and as a matter of fact, I didn't really unlock any new content after Internaut level 45. I've had some hidden quests and commissions unlocked around level 40, and at level 45 you unlock the last in-game part of zzzero, Withering Garden, which is not seasonal, so I don't see any reason to rush for it. Once you have reached level 45, the game kind of stops giving you new content, and you can only get stronger at Internat level 50, which is great and awesome especially for Shiyu defense since it is seasonal, but if you rush it you will spend a lot more than what you will gain from the rewards, since it is so expensive to refresh battery charge with polychromes every day. And throwing away some pulls for new characters, which is a bad idea since they can carry you in some situations in places like Shiyu defense. One thing you do unlock at Internat level 50 is all the highest levels for material farming from HIA Club and Scott's Outpost. The drop rates increased and you can no longer get the lowest tier materials from what I can see, which is quite nice. But the difference in drops between Internat level 40 and Internat level 50 wasn't that great honestly. Here is the reward list for level 50 from HIA. If you compare it with level 40, you will notice a difference, but it is not that big. As for Scott's Outpost, I did one drive disc run and I didn't notice any big differences there too. One thing that's unfortunate is you still only get one rare skill material from the weeklies in Scott's Outpost, which kinda sucks because if you get a new character, you need 9 of these in total, which means it will take 3 weeks to max one character's core skills if you don't pre-farm them. So my advice is to definitely pre-farm them once your main character's core skills are maxed and balance them out so if a new character drops that you want, you're not too far away from maxing their core skills hopefully. Now be aware, with all of this being said, the game was still in version 1.0 when I made this video, and if there is a new game mode or story related content in a future version which requires Internat level 50 plus, then depending on the rewards you will get from it, I might change my opinion about rushing Internat level 50, but for now I don't see any reason to rush it. Just have fun. Peace out.